What's up, everyone? I'm here with my daughter, Zoe. Say what's up.
What's up?
She's got all of her friends watching it on chat right
Maybe.
now.
Maybe.
So, Zoe, you're 13 years old.
Yeah.
What grade are you going into?
8th.
8th grade. What's your favorite subject?
Science.
Science. Okay, why?
Because I like experiments.
You like experiments. Okay, what's your least favorite subject?
Math.
Math. Why?
Because I don't like my teachers in math.
Okay, I'm hoping that they're not watching right now.
I doubt they are. I hope they are.
Oh, you hope they are.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So stay in that same grade next year and the year after because of this?
I'm not.
Okay, so what are you excited for next week?
Me? I'm excited to go to Worlds.
Zoe's coming to Worlds with me. So if you see her, say hi. Tell her that you watched her on the What the Heck You're with Keck. And she'll give you a high five. What do you want to say to your friends that are watching in?
Hi Cora. Hi Maddie. They're my only friends.
There.
Wait.
I'll even put this one.
Do that one.
Okay.
Hi.
So it's very awkward with some teenage girls in chat. You tired?
Yeah.
Am I boring you?
Yes.
Am I boring anybody else in chat?
Yes.
All right. So tonight we got Brett Bailey from Veteran Cornhole coming on. You got Doug Coombs from up there in Canada. And we might have a special guest coming in a little bit later. I should probably message them the link. I'm gonna do that right now. Boom. Okay. What else you want to talk about, Zoe? You wanted to get on this podcast so bad.
You were gonna lead it.
I'm leading it.
Hi.
What? Okay. So, do you do any sports or what do you do?
I do competitive dance.
Competitive dance, and tell me a little bit about that.
I play pickleball.
Wait. What? How much did somebody pay you to say that?
No, now it's reversed.
No, that's just the video.
Okay. Wait, did you end it?
No, it's still going.
I do competitive dance.
Competitive dance.
Since I was 2 years old.
Since you were 2, okay.
Nope.
What else? Probably turn that off.
What else? I do dance.
Okay, so tell me about your dance though. Like what kind of dances do you do?
I do jazz, tap, lyrical, contemporary. I Irish dance.
Irish dance.
I do and ballet.
I knew this is gonna go haywire.
Oh wait, do I have to be serious?
I mean, you don't have to be. Am I ever serious?
I dance while playing pickleball.
You dance while playing pickleball. So are you like just starting out in your dance studio or what kind of level are you at?
Yeah, I'm at a new studio. I danced there last year and this coming year I'm there. But I've been doing competitive dance since 2nd grade and I'm going into 8th grade. So this is my 6th year doing competitive dance. But this is like my 11th year doing like dance.
11th year. Okay, so you're on the company team.
Yes. I go to multiple competitions a year.
Okay. So where have you gone to do dancing?
I've gone to Axon on dance and now I'm at a Spider.
No, I'm around the country. Where have you gone?
The farthest I went was Missouri from here, like St. Louis.
Okay.
And then like normally I go to like just like Milwaukee, and then sometimes I go to Chicago.
Okay.
You've done Raleigh.
Raleigh, North Carolina.
Oh yeah.
When we were living down there.
Yeah.
What's your favorite place to go to so far with dance? What's your favorite city to go to?
Chicago.
Chicago.
Probably.
All right.
But St. Louis was really fun because there are like things to do there, but I've only gone there like once.
Okay. All right. Anything else you want? Kara says you're boring. All right. So
Carol.
we're gonna Kara, whatever. We're gonna move on from Zoe. Thank you. Unless you want to say anything else to anybody.
Thank you to all of my fans. Thank you for being there for me.
She wrote a whole speech and everything.
I'm just really proud of you guys for sticking with me through my journey and just like all of my podcasts and everything. It's just been a lot.
You got a trophy to hold up?
It's been a lot of fun.
Hold up the fan remote as your trophy.
Thank you so much. Shout out to Cora and Maddie for being on my podcast tonight.
Your podcast. This is your podcast. Okay.
It's What the Heck You're with Zoe Keck.
Okay. All right, she's done. All right.
Bye guys, I'll miss you.
Bye Zoe.
Bye.
Thanks for being here.
I'm gonna go call Cora and Maddie now.
All right. So we're gonna bring in Brett Bailey here, veteran cornhole. Sarah, they can hear you. So just so you know.
I'm so glad I joined Zoe's podcast.
Yeah, they are. Zoe, welcome in your guest to the podcast.
Welcome to my podcast.
Get out of here.
Bye.
Get out of here. Oh man. So what's up, Brett? Tell me a little bit about veteran cornhole.
Well, we're out of Lafayette, Indiana, which there's not a lot going on around here. But as you know, Mark Richards is at Lake Station, Indiana, not too far. Jay Rubin's not too far, but you also got 3 or 4 like Lunes is up north in Michigan. We got a ton. There's a Stephen Burnett's definitely around here, but it's funny. I play with a guy named Rusty, and I just ran a tournament downtown here. Good friend of mine, Rusty, we were playing, and all of a sudden, when I made my post on the tournament, Stephen Burnett commented on there, and he's like, "Oh, good job, Rusty. Shout out, Rusty." And I was like, "How do you know Rusty?" But then today, if you've seen Stephen Burnett's post, he had screenshotted Rusty's text he had with him, basically hyping him up for the world. I didn't know they were friends.
Nice.
Had no idea. My friend Rusty, that I know, he's from Frankfurt. I have no idea.
Well, that's cool.
But what we're trying to do here is we're trying to build cornhole in this Lafayette area because it's big north, it's big south, it's big west, and there's not a lot of east until you get to about Ohio. Because south is mainly ACO.
Okay.
There's a ton of ACO pros here. There's not a lot of ACL. And I'm bring that up, but it's harder than it seems because you put on a high quality tournament, people get scared. They don't want to come play.
Right.
Like, that's more high level than we are because we're just backyard players. So we don't want to play. We're wasting our money or donating our money.
All right, I get it. So are you a veteran yourself?
Yeah. Air Force, 2000. I went right out of high school, 2011. Active duty till 2017. I got out. I've been all over the place since then, but I lived in Utah, which I was going to ask you too. You seen that Scoreholio update that came out with the PPR up?
I don't know anything about it. I don't use that, so sorry.
They sent out something saying there's a PPR per state. Every state had their own PPR stat.
Okay, yeah, I've seen that graph. Okay.
And Utah was the worst. I lived in Utah for 2 years, and I think that is just fucking wrong.
Okay.
I know the players, and there ain't no way that is that low. But I was thinking, and I'm wondering, because here in Indiana, most of the players in Indiana, which are ACO, they play on the platform of Scoreholio in their tournaments.
Right.
So there's a lot of them that play and use the Score Magic, but only as a pro. Everybody in Utah plays it, no matter if you're starting up new or you've been playing for years. So you might have 5,000 people playing in Utah. I know that's a big number, but you might have that many people playing in Utah using Scoreholio, but you only have 2,000 in Indiana using it. You know, I mean, I don't think the numbers match up.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. I mean, maybe they're using other software, maybe using the ACL software, or whatever. But I mean, I get what you're saying. Are those, 100% legit numbers to show exactly what state is at what level? Who knows? I get what you're saying. No, Wally asked, should he stop and get a drink? Absolutely, Wally. I got mine. Brett's got his. Looks like Cornhole Doug has his. He's in the background waiting to jump on here.
Where's he at? How close is he to Lafayette? I'll buy him.
He's
one.
up in Canada. Wait till you hear his voice. It's like pure Canada enjoyment. All right, we're gonna bring in Doug right now. Ready? Here we go. What's up, Doug? How you doing?
There is no Canada at all, eh? There's nothing here at all.
I've been so waiting for this moment.
It is what it is. It's I'm the Canadian Wally, but just not as good.
You don't want to be like Wally.
What do you do up there?
Sorry?
What do you do up there?
I pretend to play cornhole and then just do the live feed stuff. Like I went tonight. Like I talk when I do my show. I talk about how bad I am. And tonight my PPR was probably, I think I was like 3 point something at one point tonight. But yeah,
I am not the best, but I try to make sure I can create an atmosphere where everybody can be their best and beat me. As long as they're wearing my jersey, I guess it all makes sense for me.
I'm gonna bring something on screen real quick here. I'm gonna show you my PPR. You ready? Wait, where is it? Here, this one. Here's my PPR. Here it comes. 3.75.
I gotta lean in pretty tight to the screen on that. Great.
3.75.
How many rounds?
I don't know. Ever since, it's been years. I was okay back in the day, but yeah, no more playing for me.
Yeah, at our open we just had up in St. John's, Newfoundland. There, that I was talking with some of the guys and joking how I was like, hey, look at my PPR. I was like, I think I'm at I was at like a 5 point something then. And they're like, oh, you thought I'd be bigger. I was like, yeah, it doesn't matter. My highest viewed show that I have on YouTube is my throwing tips video. So they were kind of impressed that the guy with the 5.5, actually my PPR is 5.53. Just checking here now. And I have a throwing tips video.
Okay.
Just,
Hey, you got to do what you got to do.
Exactly, yeah. I know how to throw the bag. It's just the execution that I have the issue with.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have any videos. I got nothing. I got some odd players on my side, but I'm not going to be posting any videos of myself. I'm not the one to go pro or go make a name for myself, but I got some players out here that are pretty good. But where I'm at right now, it's not about all the pro side of things. It's about trying to get more people that don't even think it's an actual sport to come out, because they're still playing in their backyard at barbecues. That's so much of it an Indiana thing that right now we're starting to get a few more every now and again. We'll get a few more out here that it's like, oh, well, I think I'm pretty good at this game, and I think that I can make a wave at this game, and you know, I think in a few months, me and my wife are going to be able to buy a house with a pool barn and everything, so we can set up that place on our own to invite everybody to come in that haven't played before or haven't really been in any tournaments. Because a lot of people get scared going to tournaments that are bring your own bags, pro boards, and
Right.
certain setups. Because I've been told a lot in the last couple of weeks for sure about they don't feel comfortable. They don't want to come play because they're going to lose their money.
Yeah, I think the big thing to, hit the non-players, the new players is, just look, hey, we have a separate division for, the new players, and keep pushing that. And should we talk about payouts in that? What do you think, Doug?
Oh, it's and we have that whole thing up here, like, because we're still new. The ACL's has been up here. I'm going to say only 6 years, but it was 2018 in Cherokee that we had our first group go down to an ACL finals. But we're still getting that here. We're now starting to get leagues that are getting up to like the 50, 60 people on a league night, and it's getting those people out of the backyard, like Brett was saying, that still don't know that we're like an actual sport. They're thinking, oh, you still, it's just nothing. And I don't know how many people just the last few days alone have come up and said that they seen the Dayton Weber video, ask me about him, or if I know him or whatever. And that's, I think we need more stuff like that up here in Canada. We don't have, like, I seen Bernie in the chat there before, one of our top players here, who's been working his tail off to try and kind of promote the sport up here, especially in Ontario here. But just it's still a work in progress for us 5 years after we've got started.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit on Dayton Weber there. That kid is very inspiring. Like, to go through what he went through. First of all, I'd hate to be his parents, having to go through that with a child. My big thing is I don't want my children to get hurt or injured or things like that. And, having to go through that, I could only imagine. And then how far he's come in life. I mean, look at him. He's dancing on the stage with a country music star,
Yep.
Dan, he's like, I'm going to win this tournament, and I'm going to dance while doing it.
Yeah. Well, it's crazy. It was with Tyler Hubbard. And, he played with him. And then, after the tournament, Tyler says to Dayton, hey, you want to come backstage and watch the concert? And Dayton's like, heck yeah, let's go. And so he was just, standing back there behind in the backstage. And, one of the, the staff guys comes on and says, hey, you're going to go out there next song. And he's like, all right, let's go. So that kid is just very inspiring. I wish everybody had that mentality that you can't not do something, that you can, if you put your mind to it, you can always do it.
Hell yeah. I agree with that.
So, all right. I'm supposed to ask Doug about Corn Doug.
Well, yeah, that's a name that I was given by a mutual friend of ours, Josh, Mr. Jamie Cowan, who's plays in our local league here, because I had the tendency, because like I said, my PPR is very low, the tendency of throwing the bag only 26 feet, and so making it a little short of the board. So up here, a bag that's thrown short that hits the front of the board is known as a corn dog.
Okay.
up here. So that's and the name was just kind of stuck. So it's it's my claim to fame in the sport.
Well, that's great. In the Chicago area, I'll tell you that kind of bag is called a Gorski bag because Tom Gorski does that all the time. But yeah, no, that's cool. Corn bag or wait, corn dog.
Yep. So
All right.
It's not a cornhole, it's a corn dog.
Corn dog. All right. What are you guys drinking tonight?
Bud Light myself.
I went full on Canadian. I got the Tim Hortons here, but also to spike it, not to some shameless self promotion for my show, but I also have some Harris Beach Rye 51 that I'll be putting into it.
You hand me that?
So actually, Josh, I'll be bringing a bottle of this down with me to the Worlds, and you can try one of my sponsors of my my show.
Don't you dare bring it in the venue.
No. I think if anyone's watched my show from last week, I did an hour and a half about that because it's just I'm not sure. Like, and I said on my show, if for me, if I get burned with something once, I'm not going to do it again. But we've had 5 of 6 tournaments conference tournaments almost get shut down in our Central Conference here because people bring in their own alcohol. Like it's just.
No, I hear you. So my birthday was yesterday. My father-in-law, mother-in-law came by and brought me this one. Stella Rosa Smooth Black Berry Flavored Brandy. It smells delicious. I haven't tried it yet. So
well, this stuff here. If anyone is in Canada, or even I'm not sure if they're even in the States yet. There was the Wayne Gretzky whiskey. So the Josh who is now with the Harris Beach Spirits, he was with them. He came up with the idea. He was headhunted for the Gretzky stuff. So he actually ages his whiskey in the red wine barrels before. So it's got like that fruity flavor with it as well.
All right, nice. Bring some down. I'll buy a bottle from you.
I will. I won't. You won't even have to buy it. I will just hand one to you.
Buy it from you. All right.
I'm not a liquor guy. I'm all beer and only beer.
All right. So speaking of that, I went to the gas station earlier after picking up Zoe from Dan's. Grabbed some beer. I saw a 6-pack of this stuff, Cream City Bricks. It's from Enlightened Brewing Company out of Milwaukee. And here's the description: light, malty, and Williamette. You have any idea what that means?
Williamette.
I've got nothing.
We like our beer like we like Milwaukee, structurally sound. So I'm gonna give it a go here. All right, let's do a live review of this.
It's gonna be creamy.
Creamy, light and malty, and Williamette. Right?
You're gonna have a tongue smack afterwards, I bet you. Yeah, told you.
I'm gonna tell you, it actually tastes very Williamette-y.
Sounds nice.
It's not that bad. It kind of tastes like cream soda. It's really not that bad.
Can you drink a 6-pack though?
Well, could I? I mean, I don't drink a lot, so if I have like 3 beers, I'm feeling it. So 6, yeah, probably not. I'm a lightweight. Yep.
Wouldn't even do for.
I'm just glad because when I get to go back down to when I get to Rock Hill, that's kind of the area where I started playing cornhole. I got introduced to cornhole and moonshine on the same night on the infield of Charlotte Motor Speedway.
And you're still playing cornhole?
And there's still I'm now addicted to both. So it's
So
sometimes you gotta say yes.
Down at Worlds, Brett, have you been down to Worlds yet?
I have never been. We were there for the first ACL Open this year, me and my dad, and we were there first. Well, we were there till the 3rd one, till we saw you.
Right.
And then he had his, another heart attack to where now he has surgery. But he's good now, but we just don't have the money to get there, so we can't go to the Worlds. But hopefully next year we can get there.
Okay.
but we'll see. I'm not really sure.
Well, Doug, when you come down for Worlds, Brett, when you're down in that area, you got to try out Mountain Candy by Sycamore Brewing Company. That I lived down in North Carolina for a little over a year and I was actually standing in a gas station looking at the different kinds of beers because I love me a good German Hefeweizen, and I was just standing there looking, and this lady walks in. She goes, "You looking at that Mountain Candy?" I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know what it's like." She goes, "It's really good. You should get it." So I grabbed a 4-pack, and holy crap, it is delicious. Doug, you stay in at Cambria?
I was hoping to, but unfortunately, the boss man from down there said there was no room at the inn, so I'm up at the Holiday Inn, a little ways away. But I will be spending a lot of time down there.
Well, when you swing through the Cambria, they got it on tap at the rooftop bar and downstairs.
Okay.
So grab a glass and enjoy it. It's really freaking good.
Is that the hotel connected to the venue?
It's not connected, but yeah, it's right there.
You're a short stumble away from the venue.
A short stumble back to the hotel.
Yes. Yeah.
That would have been nice to be there. Shit.
Yeah, it's very nice.
I was kind of hoping for the Cambria because they have the best beds at the Cambria. That's the only reason why I really wanted to stay at the Cambria was because of the beds that they have there.
So when do you get in town?
I get in the Saturday morning at 8:00.
Saturday. Okay.
I leave Toronto at 6 a.m. and get in at 8. So.
All right. You didn't want to come in early and help us set up?
Unfortunately, I have to work on the Friday, so I won't get to leave till I wanted to because I do all that help set up.
Okay. That's all right. While you're working, think about us, okay?
Did he need to say that?
Yeah. Well, hi, Wally. Yeah, he actually said that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave that on there for a while.
It seems like he messaged you directly, kind of thing. No.
That's the YouTube comment, not on Facebook. Oh, Wally.
Let her rip.
So much for our secret guest. All right, so Doug, what are you looking forward to the most at Worlds?
Well, for me, I haven't been to Worlds since 2018 down in Cherokee, and that was probably one of my favorite times. But then I wasn't able to get back to any big events until I got to see you in Detroit there on July 1st, and then now just to see our full. We're probably going to be missing about 2 of our pros from Canada down there, but I really want to see them playing against the bigger players because we've got like I said with Bernie. I really want to see Dion Kuza play live against some of the big players because he's only been in one PDC event and he actually made the pro bracket and then even took down some big names in that because he beat Sarah Cassidy, he beat Storm Hogue for the second time. So I want to see him try and make a little bit of a run. Like we've got Jamie Cowan, we've got Chris Tremblay going down, Connor Weiss, Brandon Brown, who are full pros right now, seeing them if they can be able to get up there to get their full pro spot again for next year. I know they're both close at it, but just kind of seeing just all of our players, and we've got some other great players that aren't pros yet that are really, I think, on the cusp of being able to be pros. If we could have a little more than the 10 that we have, we've got like a Lana Smith coming down, who won our last 2 Central Canada Conference tournaments down here. We've got a Gage McMillan, who's a junior that I think really can make some noise down there as well too in a junior division.
All right. Yeah. All these up and coming players way more than I do. It's I run the opens and everything, but I just don't have time to focus on like the behind the scenes. Like Wally, I talked to Wally before we jumped on here, and he's like, "You want to talk about the up and coming pros next year?" I'm like, I have no freaking clue who it's gonna be, and this and that. But it's interesting to see the turnover every year, and who made it back, and all that good stuff. But I'll let Wally do that thing.
Well, we have so many great players up here in Canada that have just really emerged in the last year. right? And it's been just fantastic. Our open in St. John's, Newfoundland. That was a real eye opener for some of those players because they're basically, for lack of a better term, that's our Hawaii but it's a little colder.
Yeah.
But no, so they're on an island themselves, so they've never really got to play against other players, right? It's always been just their group. And Sean and Amber they've got like almost 150 people coming out on a Tuesday night or a Thursday night to a blind draw. So they've always just played themselves. They've never had to play against some of the players or the better players from Ontario. And we got there's Amanda Oakley, a great female player down there. She was hoping to win one game. She ends up beating 4 of the top 5 women in Canada to win the open singles for women. So there's so many great players here in Canada that no one really knows about. I'm hoping that maybe Todd, if you're listening or watching, give us some more pros up here in Canada, or even our own little pro division up here in Canada. But
I got a pretty long meeting with Todd tomorrow. I'll bring it up for you.
Okay.
How's that? All right, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second here, guys. We're gonna get it going. Hold on, real quick. There he is.
What's up, mother?
Oh, he's got his soundboard going. Oh boy.
How's everybody doing?
What's up, Wally?
Best.
too bad.
Yeah, I was listening. You guys act like you don't poop. I mean, it's part of life, guys.
Yeah, we don't. I don't really announce it though, but I mean,
Hey, it's all right.
what you got?
We're back with the Mike's Hard.
All right.
Starting off with the black cherry. I got the lemonade there. I was gonna go with the twisted tea, but I don't feel like fighting anybody, so we'll save that for Worlds.
Fight here. Anybody in the room?
What's that?
All right, I have to do. I'm sorry, I'm going to cut you off here. Zoe is bugging the crap out of me. She's right above the computer. Shout out to Fiona Weston.
Fiona. Yep. Good call.
Okay.
Good
Everybody
call.
say hi to Fiona. Say it in the chat.
Who the is
Wait.
Fiona?
Go. Well, you got to help me get my soundboard going.
Oh, I got new toys. Check us out.
Oh, yeah.
I got a soundboard, but mine's like the real thing. So just yell it.
We got some portable mic systems here. So if the players on my court choose to be mic'd up while they play, there we go. So we got that one. I got this. This is my Amazon shopping on the airport, second airport. I got this pillow.
Is that the big one? Do it. Come on, Wally.
Comes with some sleeping goggles. On the plane, sleeping. But no, this one's like you put this one on like the serving tray. Ooh, you get high.
Smell new.
Yeah, it does. Get that new air mattress smell.
Limited times you can have that up though.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm just gonna be like watching people board the plane. I'll just keep on.
We got time. Blow that up.
Okay. All right. He's gone. Oh, I really want to see this thing. No, that's not the elephant-looking one, is it?
So that's not bad.
That's when you put your arms through.
Yeah.
Oh God. You fell through that trap?
You like stare at people as they come on the plane.
Oh, goodness gracious.
And then I don't even know what this one is. I get bored and I buy shit.
You just buy random.
You mean it's not your fan sending it to you?
Maybe. Never mind, I almost said something. I don't know what
Hey,
this is.
I see your shirt, Wally. How'd you do tonight at your church?
I went 1 and 2, finished with a 7.83.
So you
Which
did
I-
not
which-
listen to your shirt.
Which no, I did try not to suck. I just actually sucked. What is this? Oh, it's a book.
Where do you play at, Wally?
Oh, and I got this too for the airplane. I just found one of our local clubs. We used to run leagues together and regionals, and then she bought a shop because they do window tinting services. So she bought a shop, and now she runs blind draws and stuff like that there. They did singles night tonight, so I was like, it's a good place to go get ready for Worlds. First game absolutely sucked. Second game, though, I kind of got hot through like a 9. I think 9 solid. And then third game was like an 8. It was a nice defensive game. This is for the plane as well. Little tray, you know.
Okay.
Need those. But yeah,
Brett.
it wasn't bad, man. My blocker was working okay. My push through is still terrible. That needs work. But 7.83 going into Worlds. I'm kind of happy with it, especially since I'm playing comp. Like if I get beat by somebody throwing a 10 in comp, like so be it. I ain't mad at it.
All right, hold on, Brett, real quick. You got a Facebook page for Veteran Cornhole or any social media or anything, website, and get your merch?
I don't have merch because I'm broke as hell because I can't afford to buy bulk merch.
Okay.
But I do have Veteran Cornhole Facebook page on Facebook. We're going to try to run more stuff around my local area. Every now and again when I can get the money, I'll do a jersey run. We can do jerseys and stuff because I don't have the knowledge to basically get all the jerseys in place before the order. So basically, I have to buy them first.
All right.
Get a hold of Melissa from Onboard Apparel. Where's her logo? Right there behind me. Right there. Get a hold of Melissa from Onboard Apparel. She'll hook you up and she'll set it up so people basically go to her website and do all the ordering through there, and she'll coordinate with you. It's simple. She's great.
Okay. That's something.
She actually does all the bag designs and my jerseys and stuff. So she hooks it up.
Doug, it's your turn. Tell us about all your spots. Where can we find you?
I'm on YouTube, Down and Back Cornhole Podcast, and then also on Facebook with both. I'm 20. Actually, I think I'm 18 now. I'm 18 subscribers away from 500. Well, I'll give away a set of bags once I get to those 500 subscribers. So it's
all right. So I think this might put you over that. So
I
anybody
would hope
watching, go make sure you like Veteran Cornhole. Make sure you like Down and Back with Doug.
I'm actually just under 1,000.
You know you're only live on Keck and YouTube, right? You're not live on K9?
You weren't with me at the beginning, so.
Yeah,
I'm like Brett. I'm broke as well, and so but you can buy my merchandise. There's a shop button on the Facebook page that will go to someone else's thing, and they do all the stuff for me.
Okay, that's cool. I think I might need to reach out to Melissa.
Do it, dude. She'll even draw your logo with hair on it.
my wife's next to me taking
On the top or the side?
Wherever you want it, dude. Wherever you want it. And she's cute. Bonus points for being cute.
When do you guys go out? Who's driving is there a truck to drive, or do you already got boards at the building?
Well, no, the ACL headquarters shares the building with the sports center, but we don't store all the boards and equipment there. We store it at the warehouse, which is like a mile, 2 miles away. So we'll drive it back and forth, for load in and load out. I remember last year we didn't get out of there till like 2 a.m. and then, having to drop everything off at the warehouse afterwards. But I mean, yeah, it'll be easy set up on Friday. Dusty Thompson actually helped me find a bunch of helpers to help set up. So it should be pretty easy. Wally will be there setting up all 4 of the live streams. Yeah, we've already decided that, Wally. So I'm glad I'm telling you now.
How many do you have for that day?
The
The week?
we'll have 128 sets of boards plus 4 live streams, so 132 sets of boards ready to go.
And where can you get all those? On YouTube or ACL or K9?
For the streams.
Yeah.
It'll be on mostly on the ACL digital network. All the ACL YouTube and Facebook. Definitely hit that up during Worlds because it'll be nonstop streaming.
So I can be there, so I'm going to be watching.
That's all right. You can have 4 different streams on your screen. Say that really fast. At the same time. So have at it.
Right on.
We'll post links and everything, and let you know where to go, and then you can help share it.
Josh, did you see the Mountain Dew hot dogs?
No.
Can I share my screen?
Do you care to elaborate? Just gonna leave it like that.
Hold on, let's share.
Can you share?
You putting a link up or something?
I don't know. No, I don't think I could do that.
That looks terrible. That looks like what I would throw up.
I really no. I'm just not. No, not doing that anymore. Where did you find that?
Facebook.
I
I think I found the new challenge for our next episode.
Oh God. Okay, we're gonna look at that again. You got your bookmarks off of there, Wally? Okay, we're gonna do that real quick. Okay. You guys know what we're talking about? I'm not elaborating. Never mind. Don't answer that. Don't answer that.
Probably like $30 a case for just a set of 10 of them bad boys.
We'd have to raise that star limit big time.
What's her name? The lady who came through last time for you, Nikki?
Nikki, yeah, Nikki. Old Army buddy.
No, that was on Tony Spacasato's page. All right, so did you mention that we're going to be doing? I wasn't really paying attention. Did you mention that we're doing episodes nightly or weekly?
I have not.
For the Week of Worlds?
Are you committed to that?
Committed enough.
Committed enough. All right.
Yeah.
So we can do it. The Cambria every night.
Yeah.
What happened to other episodes that you guys like for? I know last year was Airmail City episodes. I know that's kind of hit and miss now, but there was also the other episodes you did for the ACL, and there was one 3 months ago. But
What do you mean?
Well, on YouTube.
We do our show weekly on Wednesdays at YouTube for Bagging and Bragging at 8:00.
No, not. I watched those. It was basically the series. There was the episode ones.
I think were they the ones that traded, or
Yeah,
Are you talking like Road to Airmail City, stuff like that?
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah, that Road to Airmail City, that was production, kind of like a special thing for Airmail City, but I don't think we have anything designed for that right now. I know that we're trying to focus a lot more on the digital network. So after every open, I go in, I upload the open, the shootouts, and whatever else there is, blind draws or whatever I have filmed. And then I title it with each person that played in that video. So I think if you're a platinum member, you can go in and type your name and find out every match that you've been ever recorded on. And I know that there's talks about putting a chat in for the digital network and stuff like that. So I know we're gearing up a lot towards the digital network. As Josh mentioned, you can watch all 4 live streaming courts on there. And I know there is a feature to where like you can watch more than one court at a time. We just got to kind of fine tune everything. So I don't know if we're trying to steer away. I know we're trying to steer away from Facebook, but I don't know if we're trying to steer away from YouTube, but that could be why as well.
Trying to get her to pull up some other stuff. Like the vlog, I guess. Behind the bags.
Yeah, the vlog is back. Remember that, Wally?
Don't
Yeah.
remind me.
I haven't seen shit. 2 months ago.
Jack, Jenna, Trey, and Amanda, they all loved it. And then of course, the one person, Haley, was like, "No, you use green screen." I was like, "I didn't use green screen. I used Fiverr, but still, I paid $30 to do it, and you didn't even put it on there." I was like, "We never said we couldn't use green screen."
So those of you who don't know what we're talking about, when we were in South Dakota at the Open, the content team, reached out and said, "Hey, if anybody wants to do a quick 2-second, the vlog is back video, cool background or anything like that." So we went and saw Mount Rushmore. So we did it, with the camera, the GoPro, and everything. Everybody lined up, and the vlog is back. So Wally sent it off to where? India, and somebody, made all the mouths on Mount Rushmore say the vlog is back while we were saying it. And it was really cool. Wally spent money on it, and then it never made it. Kyle Butler's bored.
Here, I got it right here for you. I'm gonna send it to you.
Where'd you send it?
Facebook.
Facebook. All right, I'll get it in here real quick.
You need to get more viewers. You should go live on Canine Unit. Can you not add on?
Oh my god. All right, hold on. Here, I'm gonna share my screen. Hopefully,
you got to import it as a down at the bottom. Present in the video file. That's the most. That's the most goodest way to do it.
Download it first, then, huh?
Shouldn't be that long.
A little bit.
You guys, where do you guys stand with your dog sleeping in your bed?
What?
Your dog sleeping in your bed.
That was my wife laughing because my dog sleeps in the bed.
Back.
Oh, here, we're gonna do it again.
The vlog is back.
Here, one more time.
The vlog is back.
I mean, how cool is that? Like, oh wait, whoops. Sorry, I removed
Bye,
Brett real quick.
bye, Brett.
Oh, how cool is that? How did
You
that
could
not?
do it better. You could do it better.
We were on time constraints, and Josh was like, 3, 2, 1, record, go. we're like we're all lined up, we're waiting, we're like expect on 3, ready, 1, 2, 3. He's like 3, 2, 1, go. I'm like, what the hell? And he's like, all right, that's good enough. One take, we're done.
It's like straight up. The vlog is back.
I know there's no emotion at all into it.
Flow into it. There's no build up. It's just the vlog is back. Like it or not.
That's all you need. Here, we're gonna do it again.
The vlog is back.
One more time.
Look at
The
Josh.
vlog is back.
I mean, everybody was on cue with it.
So good. That's a K9 unit production, folks.
Fucking nailed it.
Nailed it. First try, good enough. Move on. No, but I asked you guys that because I moved back home and now I get to be around my pup all day, and she's been sleeping on hardwood floor, but now it's she's loving the bed. She won't get off of it. She's sleeping 10 hours a day now.
Dutch oven the dog, and she'll get off of there.
What's that?
Dutch oven. Whoa. Dutch oven the dog, and she'll go away.
You're right.
What type of dog?
Husky.
Oh.
Yeah, she likes the attention. Then the other dog's just kind of hanging around the foot of the bed because he's not big enough to jump on it.
Well, hell, I wish I had.
I don't.
Why not?
Josh, you need some pets. Do you have any pets, Josh?
I have 4 children.
Your children need a dog each.
No.
1 dog or cat per kid.
Addison here has 2 bunnies, so we do have pets.
Bunnies. You guys go hang out on Karen's porch with the bunnies?
What are their names, Addison?
Ice Pop and Lollipop.
Ice Pop and Lollipop. And we went to the Humane Society and grabbed them, and I asked the lady if the mom was Boopity Bop, and she wouldn't stop laughing. I'm just like, okay, it wasn't that funny. The mom died. Sorry.
Oh, but yeah, you're not live on What the Heck with Keck either. Do you know that?
You guys want to live?
On YouTube you are.
Yeah, I can't do.
I got 5 viewers, bro. What are we doing here?
My
I can't
wife's here.
do-
You guys see my wife? I'm trying to pull her in.
I can only do 3 streams at once, three destinations.
Well, she's a destination all on herself.
Okay. Hello.
Hi.
This is Shaylee Bailey.
Yep.
Shaylee Bailey.
Bailey.
You planned that one, didn't you?
And only
That's
when
my
I was
wife.
like 7 years old playing MASH with my friends, and then it became reality about 9 years ago. So it's kinda
Okay. All right.
But she's been kicking my ass in cornhole, by the way.
Oh yeah.
cool. I'm alright.
And she holds the bag at the corner. So she doesn't even spin it. She just holds it right
Hey,
at the corner.
if it works, right?
Can't spin a bag to save my life.
Oh, you did add K9. Okay.
I did after you jumped on. Come on, Wally.
They didn't show it, bro.
Look, see here.
Thanks. Bye.
She doesn't want to be in.
Speaking of that little click on that again. K9cornhole.com, you have 1 day left if you want merchandise. So if you're wanting those Braden Wilson jerseys, or if you're wanting any of the 2021 or the 2022-23 jerseys, you got 1 day left to order them.
So then you can't have any merch at all after tomorrow?
Nope. I'm not going to have anything open for sale anymore on the website for the rest of this season. We're going to bring on new partners between, what is Worlds over? August 5th or whatever. And then October 1st.
6, yeah.
Yeah, so October 1st, we'll announce all the new partners, and then we'll either, hopefully Onboard stays around. They want to hop on board. They no pun intended. They've been amazing, and hopefully they like the partnership. But yeah, we're gonna announce all the partners October 1st, and as usual in typical K9 fashion, do a bunch of giveaways for subscribers. So
Some marble races.
probably, yeah.
Oh, I did put my wife in for that Battle of the Queens thing, the marble race. I didn't see her name one time.
Aw.
Let's see if I got the name here.
Wally rigged it.
Oh, he was like, oh, by
Shaylee-
the way, I picked this
Shaylee Bailey,
contest.
huh?
You lost.
It's actually Shaylee Johansson.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why. All right, how do you
That's why.
Johansson? How do you spell that?
Johsen.
No.
S-O-N.
Johhansen.
That's what I said.
That's not what he said. Shaylee Johansson, boom, number 329.
Told you I put you in.
Is that bad?
No, it's good, I guess.
Well, you didn't win, so
I had no idea. He was like, oh, yeah, by the way, you lost.
I was
in
like,
this
hey, I put
contest."
in, but you didn't win. Sorry.
wait. You don't like marble races, Keck?
I just want to know why Doug is paying viewers to be here.
He's just saying that because he also wants me to say that he was the only person at the St. John's Open that we had that beat Dion Kuza on that weekend in singles. So
Dion Kuza was at Erie, Pennsylvania, through like a 10
yes, he was.
plus. That was amazing. Yeah, I was actually going through the pro standings today, and I'm going to try and make a little PowerPoint or like some graphics and share them on K9 Unit and let everyone discuss in the chat about what they think. Because the crazy thing is, the rules that are in place, it's kind of vague how they go down, but there's so much that could happen at the World Championships. So, like right now, for example, Ian Cripps is sitting in the 49th spot out of 50 for pro doubles. So, I believe he's good because his singles ranking is 22nd overall. So, but it's just crazy how many people, like if Ian Cripps were to fall out of the top 50, though, there's a lot of people that move up into the top 50, which then shakes up the open standings, and then the pro standings at the bottom. So it's going to be interesting. Like I said, I'm going to make the post and just let you guys all talk amongst yourselves.
Well,
Well, the funny thing,
Mike Richards is number 1, right? But in the Great Lakes Conference, he's in the 40s.
He might not have played. He might not have played a lot of locals.
Yeah.
or anything like that. So you gotta, max your locals and regionals and conference, and then you'll be up there in the conference standings. But
Yeah.
yeah, the pro standings are completely different. They don't take any locals, regionals, or conferences. It's only the pro events.
Which is a tough thing if you're trying to be, get that top 100 jersey. It's
Yeah.
a tough thing to do.
Basically, the top 100 jersey is rewarding the top 100 players that support the ACL and go to multiple events.
You got to buy that jersey, or is it given to you?
It's given to you.
Should be given, yeah.
We'll see where my standing is.
But just to go back to Dion Kuza in Erie there and how good he did, he uses an Octane Apex bag. So if anyone's ever used an Octane Apex bag, that's almost exactly like an OG slide right. And he's winning games with that.
That's when you throw the slide right.
To me, it's not the bag. It's the player. I mean, everybody, the bag, the conditions, if you're a good player, then you're going to adapt. It is what it is, right?
Yep. I just know that I suck with every bag. So it's just how I go.
It's based on really you guys go from the West Coast to the East Coast. You got to change your bag selection based on humidity outside. You don't know what's going to happen, but a lot of times you have an indoor building that you have regulators on, right? You know what the temperature is, what the humidity is. So you can tell players what they should and shouldn't throw based on the humidity in that building, right?
Yeah, but that's why the doors open an hour early. They can come in and test it out. And I get what you're saying, but that's why there's Zukas, right? The Zukas can hold how many sets of bags?
Yeah.
So you come prepared, and you have your fast bags, your slow bags, your medium bags, and everything else, and test them out. That's my take, but I don't play, so who's going to take my advice?
What I say, especially when I go play other places, and even if it's hot, cold, just to myself, I'm not a high level player. I'm not saying if I'm good enough, I should be able to get this one bag of any type into this hole. I play all the time. I should be able to, even if it's an airmail or if I'm rolling it or if I'm just sliding it in, I should be able to figure out a way to get this bag in the hole. Somehow, some way, I should be able to figure that out. And at the top level, I feel like they should definitely figure that out. They know all the sequences of bags. They can pick which one was going to be best in that environment, choose that bag, and throw that bag. This is going to suit their game a lot better than anything else.
How many people get the jersey? 584.
What?
Wait,
top
what?
top 105 top 584 in a conference get the jersey.
Oh, is that you?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I might be able to make you a koozie for that.
Bet.
So Kat says they have 8 sets in their Zuka. I mean, is there any more room for more? I'm sure there is. I mean,
do you need any more?
So if you follow Canine Unit next month and you get some bag bands from Brotherhood Bags, you could probably squeeze in a few more sets. Just saying.
For what? What are you going to use that many bags for?
It's a band. It's a band. You put it around your bags and it keeps your bags tight.
I saw that and I like that band better than the pouch.
Yeah.
I like the band better than the pouch.
So stay tuned. We got 5 days left of the AR collab, and then we'll do a little teaser pick. I think I'm excited. It's gonna be the first canine bags sold at Spencer McKenzie. So
I just had a buddy my last tournament that brought canine bags.
Probably won, guaranteed, Dub.
No,
he didn't, but they were the best looking bags there.
Good.
Because they were brand new.
Where'd it go? Hold on. There we go.
Fresh out.
Oh,
So, all right, Wally, are we going to commit to doing a podcast every night at Worlds?
all right. Let's look at Worlds. Let's look at the World schedule.
Starting with Wednesday night after I
World
get
Championships. Saturday broadcast is at 7. And then Saturday is 8. Is there 2? There's 2. Saturday's going to be a long day.
Is that day one?
That's day one. Hopefully I can make that ESPN3 broadcast. Comp singles finals, baby. And then intermediate doubles finals. And
with
then
the former pro Trey Ryder.
No, we're playing comp doubles.
Do you guys
Not-
have anything
Not
You guys have
intermediate
to
doubles.
do with Team USAA stuff?
Josh will be pushing a button.
I won't. Joe Harsh and Dave Weiser will be doing that.
You want to sit in the crowd and drink socials with me?
Oh no! Oh, for the broadcast, no, I got to do.
What's that?
I got to do.
I would
the
say I
stream.
could probably sit with you, but I'm not sure. I gotta be at the airport at 3 a.m. on the Saturday morning there.
Oh, so just a heads up. Basically, it's going to be one broadcast all in one on day one. I think it's starting at 7 p.m. We're going to do the USAC events and then move into comp singles, intermediate doubles. Kat will correct me in the chat if I'm wrong. But it's all going to be one combined broadcast.
Well,
I believe if
Yeah,
we
maybe.
do commit to every single day, it's going to be like late, like 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock. Because I know you don't want to do it before we start, right?
Well, I mean, day 2 it ends at 11 p.m. Day 3 ends at 11 p.m. Same with day 4. I don't know when we're gonna get out of the Stevie Awards. It depends on how long you talk. 9 p.m. on Thursday. That's way easier. Friday is Ocho Day. Oh man, that's gonna be.
I think I'm down to do it every single day if we commit to a half an hour or an hour, like flat. Like if I don't want to go over an hour.
I would just say a half hour because
That's what I'm
we
saying.
hit
But like
on.
if something happens, like if Doug gets beat up, like that's probably an hour worth of conversation.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Like, I mean, we basically go over the winners and all the drama that happened that day, and that's it.
There's no
We
drama at
move
these
on.
events, is there?
None at all.
There's never drama at ACL events.
My doubles partner one time got kicked out for not taking care of her kid or some shit.
Oh,
Yeah, and I was like, hey, I'm ready to play doubles. Oh, she's kicked out and done. I'm like, okay. Guess I'm not playing doubles. So, and then
can't win them all.
yeah, can't win them all. And then last year there was a lot of the or it's gonna be this year too, the Ocho stuff going on. So that could be fun stuff to talk about.
How are you supposed to put on live coverage the whole day, just you? Do you have other people coming in for you?
All right, so I'm gonna hire, I believe, Bryant Corder and Trip Baker to walk around and get cell phone coverage of some matches for K9 unit, and then
That sounds cool.
they're gonna be playing too. And then I'm gonna have the sneak peeks on K9 unit like I normally do. So if the tournament starts, let's say at 10 o'clock, and then I'm not supposed to go live on the ACL platforms till like noon, those extra hours will be on K9 unit for subscribers only. And then we'll have 4 live streaming courts up for the majority of the World Championships. I believe most of the squads coming in Saturday or something like that. So let's go, Jason. You're always welcome, brother. So yeah, we're gonna have 4 live streams, and then we're going to basically get you guys as much content as possible. I mean, I got no reason to be in the hotel room, so I'd rather be there at the venue.
Oh yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna be posted up the whole week, looking at everything from back home because I just can't be there. So We're gonna be watching the whole time.
Well, make sure you subscribe to K9 Unit on Facebook so you can see it all.
Yep. And then next week, Jimmy and I will be doing a show. Jason McCann, quick question for you. Who is your who's your big signing for next season, Jason McCann? Who you signing next year?
We can't talk about that yet.
Oh yeah, we can. I asked him already. It's out there.
I got a guy.
From where?
Leave you hanging.
Cole Brewer.
Cole Brewer. He'll be. I think Cole Brewer's going to be throwing with Tony Mayball next year.
Number 1 in Kentucky.
So you know Tony and you know Cole.
Oh yeah, Cole was the. Did he win? He won the college this year, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Missed being a pro last year by 1.
Yes.
Negotiations have not started. Lazy.
All right, now that you brought up Anthony Mayball, Tony, he's kind of my guy.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony, if you're watching, Tony, if you're watching, stop signing up late for events. Stop it.
We're actually talking right now about
every single event.
We're actually talking right now about him and I signing up to go to Paris.
Okay, go. But make sure you sign up for him because he's not going to do it for you.
Hell no, I'm going to make sure that he can go first.
Before cornhole, that's my friend. Tony Mayball, that's my buddy.
Signing Josh Keck.
But Cole Brewer has been in a lot of the mix of the tournaments that I've been going to. I know his dad, Kyle.
How old is Cole?
19, I think.
Hey, let's go, Jimmy.
Like he's pretty young.
19? Yeah, so I'm just saying.
But I think he's 19.
Speaking of playing Call of Duty,
at the Thompson House out in Indy. You guys know that place?
Mm-hmm.
His dad's pretty good, but Cole's way better in my opinion. Sorry, Kyle, if you're watching.
No, Cole's legit, man.
No, he's a solid force. But I know Tony Mayball is. I've been buddies with him for a while, and I know he's gonna because this year was his rookie year as a pro. He's gonna make waves, and if he does pair up with Cole, they're gonna be coming next year, guaranteed.
Top 40.
I say 20, really.
All depends on the bags.
What do you say, Doug?
I know that we've got some Canadian guys, I think, that can make a big dent, but we'll see after this upcoming Worlds. See how they can go in then.
Speaking of Canadian guys, Brandon Brown, pro next year. According to my current rankings of where he's at in the standings. So back to back. I don't have any
I believe Connor's right there as well, too.
I don't have Connor in. I went through 256 names. He's on the outside looking in, I think.
I think him and Ryan Tucker are close on the doubles side.
Okay, so then, yeah, that's part of those things that could change at the end of the season then based on their finish. Connor's been throwing pretty well lately, so hopefully he can keep it going.
Yeah, he has picked up his game.
What was that thing about the 16-year-old not being able to be pro anymore?
Keck doesn't want to talk about it.
But I barely even skimmed across some of the comments. I have no idea.
So the way it was set up is that if you're under 18, they're only allowing eight pros in. All right.
Okay.
So the previous rule was in place that no one under 16 can become pro again. You would have to be between 16 to 18 to be qualified as a pro. So they lifted that up. So now you're allowed to be basically 18 and under, but they're still only keeping 8 players. So stay tuned to my post later to see who I have in and who's out. But yes.
And that was based on a betting type of agreement?
Yeah, pretty much. You don't want to have too many kids. So basically, I don't know if this is true or not, but I was told that whenever Caleb Batson and Eddie Grindersleeve won the Nationals, that the bets were refunded.
No shit.
So like I said, I have no proof of this, but this is what I was told from just a regular viewer or a player. So you don't want that as a gambling website, obviously. Now, I think they can get away with it. There's got to be like some type of like disclaimer that they could put in there saying, okay, if a junior wins, if one of these 8 juniors wins, then it goes to like whoever finishes second place or something like that.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Well, like in Indiana, we can't even bet on the cornhole.
You can't.
Not like at all.
I'm trying to get a sponsor for a VPN provider, and that's going to be my angle. Use a VPN, cheat at Call of Duty, and then pretend you're in a different state so you can gamble.
What's the main app for cornhole? Is that not DraftKings Sportsbook or is that Prize Picks?
Both DraftKings, Prize Picks, and I believe there's a few others.
I have
Prize Picks
both.
Never has it on there,
I have
though.
both here in Indiana, and not one time has cornhole come up. And it says it's free and clear. I've talked to the representatives at Prize Picks. They said if it's available to every other state, it should be available to you,
Never
and it's
is.
not.
Might want to update your apps.
I went into a huge heated argument with Price Picks the other day.
My wife.
Yeah, Jason McCann's taking bets. That's what you need to do.
Well,
There should be.
wants to know who we got for singles and doubles? I'm guessing worlds. Let's go through everybody's take here. Singles, doubles, pro events. Who you got? Doug, start with you.
I'm liking Mark Richards for singles, and
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Batson and Grindersley for doubles.
Okay, Brett, who you got?
I have to go with Mark Richards. He's been so solid. Although a little part of me wants to go Allen Rawls because he's been doing really good this season. I have to lock in at Mark, but I'm not going to take him on doubles.
Okay. Who you got doubles, or did you say that?
No. I think Jay Rubin is going to come through.
Jay and Jordan.
Yeah,
Another big comeback.
I think it is. Well, because they've been doing really good. They've been up there. They just haven't been hitting that mark. They've hit some, but I just feel like it's coming. I don't feel like Phil's a kind of a, when it comes to doubles, Phil brings Mark down a little bit. He's an excellent player. But when it comes to being the top, I don't know if he's there. You know what I mean? As far as number one in the world goes.
Well, they're not number one in the world. They're number 4.
That's what I'm saying.
You're saying they could be number 1.
I don't think they can.
Mm-mm.
All right.
You're saying Mark could be number 1 without Phil's.
Yes.
Okay.
It might be brutal, but I gotta say it.
I got all my reveals on K9 Unit for subscribers only.
Okay.
And we're actually, are you done with the brackets yet?
No, I closed tonight.
So brackets will be ready tomorrow?
Not necessarily.
So I think I want to do a giveaway. Probably a set of Brotherhood bags. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to do like brackets. And we're only going to do like the winner side of brackets. And have a point system set up with it. And then whoever has the most points wins some bags. So I'll reveal that, and then I'll do my picks at the same time. But I'm really thinking that Deborah Odom and Megan Maupin are due. I have to look at them. Kind of leaning towards Tyson Tubby Cobb to win Worlds. I
like that.
We'll see.
I like Deb to come through too. She's been doing well.
Doesn't throw gas.
Yeah.
You all right, Keck? You're tired.
I'm all right.
What's your shots, Josh?
Well, singles final without even knowing the brackets yet. It's going to be Logan Chamberlain versus Matt Guy. It's going to be a wonderful match to watch on the broadcast court for singles championship, and I think Logan will pull through. He might.
The end. Well,
Doubles. I'm gonna go Tony Hunter.
Interesting. I would have picked Tony and
Yeah.
Jake because they're actual doubles partners, but bold strategy to mix up partners.
It shows how much I pay attention. Tony and Jacob. Okay. All right. Yeah. No. Yeah.
they are number one, right?
Tony and Jacob versus Logan and Justin in the finals.
No. Tony and Jacob versus who would be the drama team against them?
Logan and Justin.
Probably Mark and Phillip, honestly.
No, I mean like rivalry. You know, like
I don't know Jake's post.
I haven't seen it. Oh,
yeah, you did.
Okay. All right. I mean, sure. All right.
About Windsor and Hicks, baby goat.
I don't pay attention to who's winning what in what bracket, basically until it gets down to who is going on to the broadcast when I have to put their names into a special sheet for the scoreboard person.
Matt Guy and Jamie are probably going to win it just so we could have some more off-season drama about are they going to stay together or not.
Well, Rawls just won recently. Maybe he's got some gas in this thing. Birchfield Rawls.
Next year, if you could pick two players, whoa, where'd it go?
All right, here.
If you could pick two players that are currently don't play together, who would be number one? The number one doubles team?
It'd be Tony and Hunter.
I think without a doubt, Kyle Malone and Jamie Graham.
Number one. That's your number one team.
Kyle Malone and Jamie Graham. That's an interesting.
Just trying to break up Jimmy Humans.
Oh,
I get it now. See.
I-
Thanks, Tanner. You're my favorite.
That's a tough one.
Now, who would I break up next season? That could possibly number one. I'm probably leaning towards Birchfield and Rawls, and then who Rawls throws with next year could be very interesting. I think you got basically Mark and Phil, and then Trey and Alex, and I could see those teams kind of splitting, and then another Lucky Bag sponsor player coming in, Caden Allen. This could be some strong pairings, no matter who you throw Caden Allen with.
What about Mark and Jay Rubin?
That's entirely different bag styles. I mean,
they're close though. They're close and they can practice together.
Nah, I don't see them vibing the same way. I mean, I don't know. Mark is a little bit more calm, cool, and collected. Jay would kind of fire up in the moment.
Tony Smith.
Tony Smith's already said he's done with Jacob next year.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have the inside.
I'm gonna say it right now. Jacob is gonna hold Tony Smith back. Maybe Tony should go with Mark Richards.
But what about Tony and Harbaugh?
Tony and Harbaugh would be decent.
Tune in next week, folks. The Canine Unit.
I see that, but what did we see at the last live ESPN?
I'll be right back. Keep talking.
It just wasn't.
That guy. Now that he's gone, piece of Sorry. Yeah, Jimmy, we answered your question. We're kind of playing around with it right now. So some top 10 teams. I'll go through it now. Tony Smith, Jake Trzynski, Eddie Grindersleeve, Caleb Batson, Logan Chamberlain, Justin Burton Jr., Philip Lopez Jr., Mark Richards, Gavin Cano, Fisher Hamilton, Kyle Malone, Jimmy Humans, Joe Neested, Jeremy Schermerhorn, Alan Rawls, Chris Kingsbury, Trey Birchfield, Alex Rawls, Cody Henderson, and Adam Hissner. Out of those top 10 teams, I could honestly say I see 4 teams separating next season.
Cody Hissner. and Mark Richards. That seems like a good pairing. I know that Cody Hissner's mouth, like
Cody
he's
Henderson
more
or
of a
Adam
talk-
Hissner?
They're gonna stay.
I don't think they're going to stay, but I don't think either one of those go with Mark. I think Mark is going to need, and I don't necessarily think Mark and Phil should split, but I think Mark is going to need a more calculated partner who's going to slow and steady win the race type player.
Yeah, same with him. Basically, one bag at a time. You pick one bag up at a time. You see what you're doing. You commit. It's tough to. Most people are shoot at the hip. You see it. You're shooting a roll. You're shooting a airmail. Whatever it is, he takes his time to go after it. It may not work every time, but yeah, Mark does take his time to.
I think it's funny how Matt Guy has like this bad reputation out there. Like Matt Guy has some antics and stuff like that, but I like that one, Dawson. But like Matt Guy isn't really as bad as you guys see at home. You know what I mean?
He's not. Just
But
chit-chatting with Matt Guy, he's really cool, down to earth.
yeah, but like the Matt Guy drama, like there's a lot of people that don't like his antics. I'm not a big fan of the whole bag flipping distraction type thing. But
That's a good one, Tanner. That's sweet. So, I mean, I wouldn't be bad with that.
again, in that situation though, with Richards and Matt Guy, like Matt Guy does not want to play the long game. Matt Guy does not want to go 50 rounds. Mark Richards will.
Yeah, true.
But no, I think a lot of stuff that people see with Logan and Matt Guy, it's kind of like everyone's like, oh, look at Matt Guy, this, and this. But it's like if you look at the Awkward Knuckles highlight reel that I got, you can see Logan Chamberlain like pull his hand back whenever Matt Guy is going to like give him a high five. Like it's not all Matt Guy, it's Logan Chamberlain too, and he knows he's doing it. They like the banter between Matt Guy and Logan Chamberlain was back and forth. It was friendly for a while. I don't know if it stayed there or if it just turned sour, but I feel like it's got a little spice to it now.
Ooh, look at this one from Jason. Eric Davis, slick side. Only Damon Dennis.
We talked about this on the show. Like Tony Smith, Justin Burton Jr., Caleb Batson, Gavin Cano, a lot of these sticky bag throwers have adjusted and started just going hole for hole and then breaking out the roll when they need to and getting high PPRs. Eric Davis is the last person. He hasn't adjusted yet. So if Eric Davis wants to run bags, he can. And he's got he waved in my face. Would you shake his hand? I don't know if I'd pull it back like you did, but I think that you guys are going back and forth at it. You're not innocent either, Logan. You guys are both equally guilty, which is why it's fun.
Wally, light bulb, you ready for this? We have both Matt Guy and Logan Chamberlain live with Chaos with Keck and K9 in Rock Hill next week.
I'm down.
Let's do it.
But
Logan, you in for it?
I think that you need stuff like that in cornhole, though, man. You look at Trevor Brooks and what he. Sorry, Josh. You look at Trevor Brooks and what he did back in the day with like Cody Henderson and Adam Hissner and Jamie Graham when they were on that TV show. Like it was outdoors, right? It was raining or something. And then was it Trevor who touched the bags out of turn?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it was Trevor touched the bags out of turn, and like Cody Henderson got pissed. But like that is what brought me into cornhole. Like that clip went viral, and we all kind of started sharing it like around the bar and around our local leagues and stuff like that. And it's what kind of got me into it. So you need these kind of situations.
Well, I still remember my first time at a Worlds. I've said it on my show many times. Was the one match I remember was a crew cup game between Jay Dotson, Short, and then on the other end was Brooks and Jamie Graham throwing against Baldwin, Kamba, Henderson, and a very young Ryan Windsor at the time back in 2018. And I remember Trevor Brooks trying to get Jordan Kamba off his game by actually blowing in his ear.
Mm-hmm.
And looking at the size difference between those two guys, I'm like, you've got to be insane to try and do that to Jordan Kamba.
I'm still taking Brooks in that fight. But I just pulled it back because he waved in my face, and that much respect. See, that's the thing. It's like it's fun, but what comes across on the screen, if you guys take a look at like a 2-second clip, it's like it's different. You know what I mean? But in
Well,
person,
you're
it's
doing
fine.
exactly what the media does. You only show what you want to show, so you can have a story.
100%, 100%. It's like you go back to the South Dakota footage. I only showed half of it.
How much do you think? How much do you think? You know, when people are doing their rituals when they're playing.
Reach arounds. What?
Rituals.
Oh, rituals.
Is it for?
I don't understand the Indiana accent, sir.
Is it for intimidation? Is it for just the way they do things? I mean, it's hard to tell if that's just the way they do it or.
Both.
It's so tough to tell though, because like a lot of times, like people around here, they just do it.
I think Matt Guy's big thing right now is he's kind of telling people ahead of time, "Hey, I'm gonna call you out if you flip your bags in my sight." I don't think Matt Guy actually has a problem. Like the one strength I've always said about Matt Guy is that he has laser focus on that hole. He doesn't care about anything else going on in the room. You look at Ryan Windsor, and Ryan Windsor does like these little double clutches because he's catching something out of the corner of his eye. Matt Guy has always been laser focused on the hole. So I don't think Matt Guy actually cares about flipping the bags next to you, but he's already in his opponent's head right when that match starts. I watched it, what was it 2 weeks ago? And Jeremy Frazier, Courtney Coy, Nico Morales, Frank Verona. I mean, there were so many people talking about, Matt Guy calling people out before that match even started. Matt Guy was like off in the bathroom. He wasn't even talking to anybody. You know what I mean? Like he wasn't talking to anybody, but he was already in Frank Verona's head before that match even started because of what people were talking about. So yeah, I think there's an intimidation factor there. Jason McCann's got a pretty decent air mill. He makes his bags though like 3 inches though. They're not even regulation size.
Like, I don't know. I don't do too much on my end to really affect anybody else. I mean, I bag flip the same, but for me, it's what I've always done. That's what I do when I'm practicing. I'll flip the bag a few times and then I'll throw the bag. I'm not trying to mess nobody up, but like in Matt Guy's situation, if he were to say something to me, say, "Hey, it's messing me up. I'd rather you not do that."
But to Jimmy's point, though, I don't think he's going to say anything to you, but I think he will say something to Tony Smith. You know what I mean?
Right. But even in that regard, you take a step back, and say, okay, well, I don't want to mess you up, and I'm going to play my game. I'm going to change a little bit of what I'm doing, and I'm going to still continue to do it, but back a little bit, or I'm not going to do it at all. You have to have a little respect for the person playing next to you, I would think. Especially at the high level.
Yeah.
Well, we'd even had people talking about it at our last open here with not just the bag flipping, but just some other stuff that some of the people do. And even before they had matches against these other people, I'm not going to name names right now because I'll leave that for Wally's show next week. But it's, but just, there's stuff that people do that are already in people's heads, even before they even have a chance to even play against them going into a tournament. They're like, if this person does this, I'm gonna tell them off right away. So I think it is a big intimidation factor that just not just flipping bags. It's either the knuckles before, after, during a round or whatever. So I think it is just a big intimidation thing.
There's a while I thought Hunter Thorne was purposely giving people awkward knuckles just to kind of get in their head.
I love your awkward knuckles. Meet in the middle when you're waiting. I love that. I mean, everybody does it.
Hey, let's go, Chris Morrow, 100 stars, 31 weeks in a row. That's my dude. Some of these players are night, and the way people act. What?
All right.
Some of these players are right, and the way people act versus the way people think they act. Maybe he was trying to say night and day, the way people act. I don't know.
Jimmy, you've been drinking.
Mm-hmm.
Good grief,
Drinking.
I
some
can't wait for
Tito's.
for an open next year in Canada here if we have Bobby Sperry and Jimmy Humans at the same event, especially at a curling club, because Bobby had called out Jimmy, challenging him to throw a curling rock like a cornhole bag because Jimmy's got the big arms, and Jimmy's accepted. So I want to see that happen up here at the next Open in Canada.
I'm betting the under on that one.
Well, bring Deborah Odeman. Remember, she was a horseshoe champion before she became cornhole player.
Yeah, but have you ever lifted up any of those
Curling rocks? They're about 50 pounds.
Yeah, not happening.
Kilos, bro.
Try throwing that 27 feet.
Kilos, bro.
No, I can't do that. Sorry. Oh, AJ.
Hi. Oh,
AJ
Utah?
Palmer, yeah.
Oh, what's up, AJ?
Buddy of mine out in Utah. See, told you, Utah plays pretty good bags.
Yeah.
They have way higher PPR than what it shows on that Scorfolio. Way higher. What's next, boys?
Doug, what you got coming up on your next podcast?
I'm probably just gonna be doing next week. I won't have a show tomorrow. Been doing every other week here because I've been doing some other stuff with ACL Canada. But probably just doing a little bit of a preview of the Canadians that will be down at the Worlds. We've got probably about 20 to 30 going down, I think, and I know probably about 10 to 15 that will be in the pro qualifier, I believe.
They're coming on a boat?
If we can go on a boat if you want, or I'm going to use a plane myself, but yeah.
Oh, you said about. Got it.
I don't think I did. I think that's just you hearing things, Wally.
Coming on a boat.
I'll have to give you the Lopez look if you keep going with that. But yeah, I think just kind of doing a little bit of a preview on the Canadians that are going down, and because I think there's going to be some that are going to make some noise and surprise some people.
I want to do a cash game. Jimmy Humans and myself against Pertolosi and Brandon Brown. Airmail only. Cash game. Put it on the board. Put it on the board.
Is Jimmy okay with this?
I don't care. I don't care. Jimmy's sponsorship is on the line.
What about this year at the Throwdown? You guys doing something out there?
I'm getting drunk.
Yeah, I'll be running that one with like 12 other directors because that one is a little bit of a crazy tournament.
What's it for? Is it an open? It can't be an open. The opens are done.
It's just the fun Spencer McKenzie's Throwdown tournament.
Does it count for any points?
Nope, no points. It's in the middle of the off season, and it's basically cash prizes, music festival. It's a great time. Like I never went until last year when I helped run it, and I was blown away at how great it was. So if you can get out there, I think there are some spots still available. Let me see here. Yeah, there's still some spots left. So head on out there if you can.
Yeah. You should. I'd love to. I'm broke, so I'm not gonna make it.
Okay.
Got a bicycle, don't you?
What do you mean? What's our take on the qualifier? Like that's a pretty loaded question there.
Who do I think is going to make it out of the qualifier?
24 people.
32, right?
24.
Hold on. 32. You're wrong. The rules state 32.
No.
Do you play?
Rule number 5. The top 8 ranked players in ACL women's standings who do not qualify as an ACL pro outlined in 1 through 4 above will be eligible for ACL pro in 23-24. The top 32 finishers at the 23 ACL pro qualifier will be eligible for an ACL pro in 20.
I don't understand. Why am I thinking 24? Oh, 24 is the open standings. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Idiot.
See, I was right. So who to watch out for?
I don't even know who's signed up yet, man. There's still a lot of people getting signed up, and we'll.
Is this? You can't sold out, right? For the Worlds.
Yeah. So the thing with the qualifier is we won't even know who all's in the qualifier until I guess that Saturday night. Whenever they determine who's going to be in the pros. So, as of right now, if you go into the pro standings, the furthest ranked down pro that I have making it in singles. So basically, go to the ACL Pro single standings, and then look below this person. And this is right now everyone who has to qualify. So Matt Allen and David Ryan are the two that I have right there at the very bottom of the pro standings. So anyone
actually,
below that.
Friday night we'll know because Saturday
Friday night?
is just the advanced PDC singles.
Okay.
So I mean, whoever's in the broadcast of pro doubles and pro singles on Saturday and Sunday, they're automatically going to be in more than likely.
And I think there was a little thing before where it's like whoever wins the advanced division automatically makes it in, but I don't think that's in place anymore.
No.
Do you guys know a lot of people in the PDC?
Yeah. Or you mean the pro qualifier?
Just the PDC, yeah, the PDC division. Like, I only know really one, Mario Estrada.
So the 4 players that I have making it out of the PDC and into the pro division next year, and keep in mind this is very tight. This is all right, Josh. So at Worlds, there's a PDC qualifier to get in the main bracket, right?
Correct. Men's, women's, seniors, juniors.
So this is very tight. So Vincent Frisch right now is 108 in the pro ranking standings. He's the first player I have coming out of the PDC to qualify as a pro. And keep in mind, he is in the 18U category. So Vincent Frisch is a junior, but I do have him making pro next year. I have Carter Bennett. He's currently ranked 122 in pro standings. Jerry Lockwood, a senior, currently ranked at 182. And then the number 4 spot I have right now belonging to Tanisha Lashley. She's at 246. And this is where it gets tight. So 248 is Mason Morgado. 254 is Austin Renard. 255 is Tony Hughes. 256 is David Brown. 261 is Mike Jaquez. 260 is Mike McClanahan. And then Broden Ryrie's at 267. So a lot can change at this final World Championships as far as the PDC goes. But I believe basically Vincent Frisch, Carter Bennett, and Jerry Lockwood should be locks.
You should tell Vincent Frisch to sign up for the PDC qualifier.
You don't even need to.
PDC qualifier to make the main bracket.
Oh, to make the main one?
Yeah, he hasn't signed up yet.
Oh man. Well then congratulations, Jaden Ellis. You might be in now.
I really like Jaden Ellis. He was up at the Niagara Falls Open that we had up here, and he was on my live feed a lot, and he was really impressive. He played on, I believe, he even played on a Crew Cup team with Schemmerhorn and Neistat as well.
Yeah,
and he held his own.
He's a beast, Michigan State champion, and I have him right now on the outside looking in as far as qualifying for pro because he is part of that 18U.
Mm-hmm.
Well, since you have that switch, what does the PDC look like for next year?
Stay tuned.
Yeah, that's up in the air. I mean, that could be a whole revamp to the system. What pros don't qualify to get back in. I mean, there's a lot of things that could change for that.
Just stay tuned. We'll be releasing some information about that shortly.
Okay.
Wally Jasmine says hi. What up?
Hey, what up, boo?
Mike Jaquez is going to get it apparently.
Well, he was a pro before, and I think he could probably get back in, but it's just whether he wants to or not.
Right.
This year, have we had a lot of
Was that a Canadian siren?
ACOs?
Yeah, it sounded like it.
I'm in the basement here, so it wasn't from me.
Sorry. Go ahead, Brett. What you saying?
I feel like we've had a lot of people transitioning from the other organization to the ACL. I mean, there was top level players coming in, like Gary Bearpaul. He came in and he'd been playing for a while.
So we had what? Gary Ferguson, Tyler Amos, Craig Irvin,
Females too.
Steve Mills. You said?
I don't know if he did.
Okay. Either way, there was like 3 or 4 players who made pro in the ACL and elected not to take the contract. They all had their reasonings behind it. I don't mind Caden Allen not taking the PDC contract last year because Caden Allen's missed the pro by 5 days. And I have every ounce of faith in Caden Allen qualifying to be a pro again this year, and point proven he has qualified again. It's a little bit different, though, for these youngsters. So, like if Jaden Ellis, Cannon Hatcher, who else? Landon Bass, Cameron D'Ambrosio, some of these youngsters make the PDC or get a PDC contract. I think they should take that contract because they're not that close in age. So they can qualify via the pro standings, just like Vincent Frisch did this year.
What does the contract look like?
It's on a piece of paper, black ink usually.
It's really
What
not
is it-
paper. It's all digital.
It's all
What
digital.
mean
You
to-
got to print it out.
what does it mean? What do they got to do? What I mean, what are they committing to?
It all depends on how that changes next season. We'll see. There's a lot of things that are going to change. Sammy Soto and Braden Wilson are the 2 best non-pros in the world. Nope. I think Braden
Jasmine wants
Wilson,
to know if we think she has a chance to make pro.
what do you think?
It depends. What's your ranking?
I think she needs to show up to the qualifier and kick some butt, and then yes, you got a chance.
Is she signed up?
I don't know. Let me look.
Put her in there. I think Ryan Trader is probably a little bit better than Sammy Soto.
She's not signed up for anything at Worlds.
Oh, man, Jasmine, get on it. Mike Jaquez is going to make it, Steven said. Currently, right now, I have Mike Jaquez taking a spot based off of open standings. He is currently the – where'd it go? Currently the 14th ranked player out of the top 24 in open standings to get. So I believe Mike Jaquez is pretty much already in.
I think Bernie Portalessi is closer as well. I think he's in right around the 69th in the open standings, is he not? From the PDC?
PDC.
Or just in the open standings?
So PDC is only used to get into the brackets, which then gives you a pro ranking.
Yeah.
So I think there were.
I think he's right on the ball. I think he's for the open standings, so I think he's right on that bubble.
I got 17 pros or 17 PDC players that have a pro ranking on my list here. He's not on that list as far as
he didn't make the pro brackets, but
yeah.
For the other ones out of the open standings, I remember last year Dean Lang from Canada here was close as well. I know he's going to be down at Worlds as well again this year. He didn't take the PDC this year.
All right, you ready for this? I may get in trouble for doing this, but I'm going to do it anyway.
It's chaos.
You ready?
Do it.
Here it comes.
This has already been released.
Has it really?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm on my phone. I can't read any of this.
It's the Open Doubles Tournament of Champions, and I got the Open Singles Tournament of Champions.
Did you guys take my advice and give them seedings based on how many times they won?
Well, if you won more than once, you got the bye. More than likely. And then it was seeded off of open points.
I think
I
Jasmine
believe.
and I can run women's doubles.
Well, then I guess the other question from Canadians is, how come our 2 open champions are not in that?
This is the U.S. Open Tournament of Champions, and there's 16
Mhm.
opens, and 16 is a perfect bracket if there were no repeat winners. So that's what we went off of.
Yeah, this is real cornhole players, Doug.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah. So
I'm just kidding. I think this is about the same time I pissed off Canada last year, wasn't it?
I think probably. I think so. Actually, now that I remember that, yeah, it probably was. But it's. But I think. I'm trying to think now. Our first open in Niagara. I'm trying to remember the doubles winners. It may have been. Well, no, it was Mike Ferreira and Jordan Power won our first one.
All respect to Ryan, great player. Sammy is a top 25 player in the world, conference champ amongst KB, Burton, Greenslave, Sims, Creek Killer, and many others. Hard to top that. I ain't dogging Sammy at all, but I'll still take Ryan and Braden. Sammy's a beast, man. Sammy deserves to be. He's, I believe, 16. I don't know when his actual birthday is. I just feel like it's just going to be really, really tough for any of these 18U players to get in. And you need those open standings. So Sammy might need to travel a little bit more. It really sucks on I believe he's 15-year-old. But I'd probably take Sammy over. Sims and Creek Killer.
You know what time it is?
That's tough.
11th. What the? What's your opinion on making points more valuable based on what conference and regionals you shoot? Yeah, I don't really care about that. Traveled opens.
I don't see any comments on my end.
Got to be important. VIP.
Other than the one Josh puts up on the screen for me.
I can just keep doing this and just move them all around, and so you can't read them.
Thank you.
What's up, Cole Brewer? That is all. Tyler,
Nice lady.
Cole Brewer is okay, but not to the level that we're talking about with these guys. I mean, Cole Brewer, I think would come in and probably be a top 100, 150 player. But whenever you talk about Ryan, Braden, and Sammy, I think we're talking about top 50s.
I think this guy right here, Colby Shearer, I think he's one to watch as well too. I got to play the night.
Currently, Colby's one spot out. So I believe, depending on what happens with Jaden Ellis, sorry, Jaden, I know you're still watching. Whatever happens with Jaden Ellis, that determines if Colby Shearer is in or not. Because there's a situation that lines up where I believe Michael Dingus is right now taking the bottom spot. Let me see. So I think Michael Dingus is taking the bottom spot, but if Michael Dingus climbs back in via doubles, I believe that opens up an open spot for Colby Shearer. So again, a lot of situations could happen.
Well, I like both those guys. How about they just share a spot? Can we just go with that?
They're currently tied. They're currently tied, but that means you're going to have to take away one person from the current pro rankings, which I don't personally mind. I'd rather do that than take away an application spot. And Josh says nobody cares.
So does Cole Brewer have a spot as an option to be in the PDC?
Qualifier?
I
mean, PDC maybe, but he's got to go through the qualifier for a pro spot.
Well,
I think he went 7-1. He's got a good shot at it.
He's just recently came into the ACO because he was heavy in the ACO.
Yeah, he was top 50 over there.
He switched within the last 6 months. He switched, and he's been heavy on the ACL. So and he just graduated too, high school or college, I think.
Yeah. He doesn't apply for the 18U, so he can get in via traveling more and get into opens because he's got the talent.
Yeah.
Or he can get in via the pro qualifier, which I think is his best shot. Like I said, he went 7-1. He's familiar with the gauntlet format. I expect Cole Brewer to come out of the gauntlet and make a spot.
Yeah.
And yes, Colby will be down all week at Worlds, so I will be out in North Carolina again.
I hope Sammy Soto and Logan Chamberlain win the tournament champions. How about that, Logan?
I thought that last word said Ochoa, and I was like, come on now. Those Ochoa guys, no, they're horrible. Ocho Cinco. Okay,
Ocho
I get
Cinco.
it. not Ochoa.
Ain't nobody's strong enough to carry the Ochoas.
All right, fellas. I think that's going to be it for the night.
Yeah, because a lot of the comments I gotta lean forward to even try to read.
Well, get it.
It's still early for you guys.
I don't have a big
Right.
screen. This is on my cellular device.
I get it.
Yep.
And now everybody's starting to come in and watch.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, man, this is how it works.
I can keep talking all night long if you want to keep me on.
Well, you guys are still at yesterday. I'm already in tomorrow. It's already almost 1 a.m. here. So
The new step rule. Let's cover that on the next chaos. How's that, Wally?
Yeah, that's going to affect a lot of players, and even especially the ones you don't even think about. I don't like it. I think they should allow you to step over as much as you want.
I don't think
Okay.
it's really a necessity. That's a
He's gone.
What did I do? Oochie wally wally. Oochie
There's too
bang
much.
bang.
I don't.
All right, so Josh, let me share my screen, Josh.
All right.
I don't feel like making this graphic now that I know it's midnight. so here's my spreadsheet of who I have in the pro division. Pause, rewind, whatever you go through this. I'll make the files tomorrow and go from there. All right. 8 tube. No, that's not it. Hold on.
Okay.
There we go. Right here. Share that one. All right. So use your.
Oh, you gotta zoom in.
How do I zoom?
Control
Oh.
plus.
And my
Control,
video camera looks
Control
stupid.
plus.
I have to lean in so close.
Control plus.
You just hold down control and hit plus.
That was definitely not it.
That is it.
Control plus.
What
Not it.
kind of computer do you have?
Uh,
The bottom right, you can zoom in.
there it
Yeah,
is.
right
There it
there.
All right. Is that good?
Yeah, sure.
All right, here we go. Here's what I got. Rule number 1: top 50 pro rank doubles. Yada yada yada. These guys all make it in. Highlighted are the juniors.
Ryan Wheatonfield's a junior.
He's 16. And the crazy thing is, this junior little section right here, Alex Legores, Ryan Wiedenfeld, they are going to be 16, or they're going to be in the junior for next year as well. Ian Krebs currently at 98 in doubles, 22nd in pro singles though. Top 20 ranked pro women. There you go. Here's your PDC players.
Wilson, yeah.
And here's your open players. Jaden Wilson currently right here is number 9. So that means that this is more than likely going to change. And then we're going to the ladies to expand the women's category. So right now I have all these ladies getting in. Here's the spots for the pro qualifier. 32 of them, not 24.
Thanks, Wally.
Welcome. And then you got the conference qualifiers as well. So 1 from each 14 conferences. 10 spots held for application purposes. So you still got a chance, Doug.
I think we do get a pro out of our conferences up here as well.
Oh, Chad Hunt. And
Are you part of the 14 or is that number 15?
I know last year that's how Connor Weiss got into the ACL Canada Central Conference qualifier.
Okay. That'd be
Alex
interesting.
Ryan at 226.
Yeah, so this is basically pro single standing. So in other words, players down here do not qualify via
Tyler
pro
Perrin.
doubles standings, but they make it in off of pro singles category. And again, a lot of this could be shook up based on how pro doubles finishes out.
Noah Wooten. Holy crap.
Yeah, it's crazy that Noah Wooten gets in there 238. I would expect him to have a much better season with Hunter, but still got Worlds coming up. So there you go. So all these players over here on the right-hand side, I have in the bubble. So David Ryan, Josh Thielen on the bubble. Michaela Calvi, she's, I believe, 15. so she won't make it in. Michael Dingus has multiple ways to qualify to get in there. Cannon, Cameron, and Eddie all underage. And then here is the PDC rankings to determine who gets in those top four. As I mentioned, Tanisha at 246. And then you can see all these players in the PDC still have a shot at it.
Here's
So,
my boy Mario.
so PDC
do
is
realize
tight.
that all of these names are going to be switched up big time after.
Yep. So that's why I said all this is basically just for now. It's going to change.
Talking
ridiculously.
points for now. I get it.
Yeah, but there you go.
All right. On that note, I think we're going to end it here.
Yeah.
Doug, Brett, Wally, thanks for coming on tonight. Really appreciate it.
No problem. Give me something to do after I got tossed out early from our league night. So
That's kind of like Wally.
I appreciate you, gentlemen. I had a good time.
He laughed. I didn't do that this time. All right, fellas, we will see you. Doug, I'll see you in about a little later than a week from now. Brett?
yeah, about another 8 days.
Yeah. Brett, whenever we see you, we'll see you, buddy.
I'll talk to you.
All right. Thanks a lot. Have a great night.
Awesome. See you, buddy.